light, green light. Go, go, go. right, we have some wet conditions. Watch out for curves and exit, and remember to brake early. Seconds.
I think I've got it sorted. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, mate. Thanks very much.
20 seconds.
Alright, so hopefully we're back up and running. Hopefully we are back up and running, guys. We've had a few issues here. 10 seconds, 5 seconds before we go on our... Let's sit on with Cobb. See what he can do here. Alright, so let's hope you guys can hear what I'm talking about. Hopefully I've fixed this. Oh, you stupid. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 check. I only had a couple of guys in the chat and they are driving, so I understand that you won't be able to let me know how it's sounding, or if there's any sound at all. Hopefully there is now. So by the looks of things here, we have a 1 hour race, and for the first 15 minutes of this race it's going to be in the wet, so that's going to be quite challenging for everybody, I would believe. And unfortunately I cannot get any other cameras except for this, and in car. So we're going to try and stay on chase as much as we can. At least we'll be able to see what's going on around us. Anyway, let's get ourselves ready. Let's sit on with Footner and take us off the start line. One, two, three, testing. Oh man. Alright, so here we go. Lining up, getting ready for the flag to drop, and buckle in guys, because this is going to be on. And here we go. So leading up to the first corner here, I think the guys are just going to be settling in behind each other just to get themselves set for the race. Just give themselves some time to adapt to the conditions. It's going to be very tough. Let me go back, have a look and see how the other guys are going in the back there. Looks like we have a car off already. I'm not sure what's happened there. Scoop in the Porsche. Oh yeah, he's hasn't had the best start. He's gone around on the first corner there. I'm not sure what's happened to Scoop there, but hopefully he can regain some composure there. And oh, we have another car off over in the right hand side. That's an Audi. That's driven by, is that driven by Antbark? I think he might have had some contact, I'm not sure, but he was certainly skidding off into the grass over there. With Adge at the moment as well. It looks like we've got two Aston Martins out there, which is great to see. He's right behind Rocky at the moment. And Rocky, thanks to Rocky as well for giving me jumping on the party and letting me know that we had no comms. And hopefully that's been rectified. I can't really tell anybody until I am able to hear this myself. Anyway, let's keep going. These guys are going to be just taking it easy for the first few laps, I'd say. Getting their tyre pressures up, getting their brake pressures to a nice heat. Pit lane, I believe, is open now, so we've got Footner coming up into the it's very, very tight left-hander here. It can throw you off really easy, especially in dry conditions. I can't imagine what it's like in these wet conditions on track. But these guys seem to be just sort of filing around, just having a look at each other, seeing what best lines to take. We'll go back to Rain of Fire in the Lonesome KTM. And Rain certainly has he's come to terms with this. He's very steadily, very steady. You can see by the Footner's. Oh. That wasn't something that Rain of Fire would have appreciated there. Curb jumped out and jumped in front of him. This is what I mean about this track. It's a very tight and twisty track as it is in dry conditions. It certainly would be that way race, except it's really bucketing down out there. So we're going to go back and have a look at a nice, beautiful looking Chevy driven by Stozza. I think these guys will be having their hands full with these cars tonight, especially the big Chevys who have a bit of body roll to them. So their braking markers, they have to be coming back at least another 10 metres before they hit the anchors for the corners. It seems to be a great little battle we're watching right here with Rain of Fire and Stoz, 4th and 5th respectively. Well, we're going to go inside. We're going to do a lap. We're going to do a lap inside Stoz's. Sorry, we're going to do a lap inside of Brett Want's big black Chevy there. Let's take a look in the Chev. I'll be quiet for a minute, guys. I'm going to see if I can work out the comms. Enjoy a lap or two around Oulton Park with Brett Want behind the wheel. Oh guys, I just had to listen to the YouTube and we do have comms, which is great. So we're still in with Brett Want there. He's doing a sterling job there in that big Chevy around this tiny little track. At 14 on track at the moment. Great to see we've still got a full field. Go back and have a look, see at the other guys as we go. We've got TT who's really showing his worth out there. He's got his big Chevy landed pretty much right behind Brett Want. Doing a great job, these guys, in these conditions. They really wouldn't be easy. Coming up now to the last turn before we come onto the straight. Do another lap of Oulton Park. All the drivers have one pit stop mandatory that they'll have to perform. I'm not sure if it's for fuel and tyres, or if it's just for fuel, or if it's just for tyres. I'm not too sure, but I doubt we'll see any tyre change tonight. I mean with wets, so I'd say before just for fuel. Oh, these guys seem to be clicking along quite nice. We'll go back to Footnar. He's right there as well. A great man. He's coming up on these two guys. He's certainly got the pace in that Chevy as well. They make it look easy, don't they? All these guys race in the Pro Series. The PS5 race on Oz, and you can tell why just by watching how they manoeuvre around the track. They They know their own game. Oh, Chevy got a little bit gnarly for footing her just there. Just listen to that, Chev. If anyone's watching, guys, what's your tips? Who's looking the goods so far? Go back to Adge here. Adge is in the Aston Martin, V8 Aston Martin there. Beautiful sounding car. Let's go for a lap with Adge. What damage you can cause. Right, so we've just noticed that he's been harassed by Stozza. Here's big Chevy Camaro. So guys, I can't give you much details on the championship here. I haven't been updated with the tracks to come. But the guys are really putting on a show here. They're driving to the conditions absolutely perfect. I mean, lap will be on the 6th lap, and the guys are really starting to throw these cars around a bit. So we've got a problem with Call. He's back there in 7th place. He's plus 9 seconds, plus 10 seconds off the Brett Want, but he's trying to keep in contact with the guys, and that's all you can do really with a race like this. Just try and keep in contact with the main group. We've got Gazza. Gazza in the big Audi, GT4 Audi. He's getting hassled by the looks of that by quite a fast looking rain of fire in his little KTM kite that he has. Let's have a look at this girl. Let's see what it can do with the Audi. Coming up onto the chicane here. And this chicane you can mess up really bad, really quick. In the dry, it's bad. I can imagine what it's like in the wet, but most guys seem to be able to navigate themselves around there, and he's going for it. He's put his little KTM right alongside Gaz, and I think he's made the move. Let's see what happens at the end of this corner. He's taken it a little bit too deep there. He just wasn't able to get the turn in that he needed. I don't know if he missed his brake marker there, but Gaz has said thank you very much for those rabbits, so I'll have that back, thank you. And Gaz, the great man from BHR, he's working that Audi to perfection there. We'll have a look at Colin as well. Colin's sitting in 10th. He's plus 6 seconds off. He's going alright. This is not easy for anyone out there. We'll try and keep up with the action as much as we can, and I'll try and switch to guys as we go. At the moment, just looking at the track map there, we've got a bit of a beautiful battle up here with first, second and third. Footner is, by the looks of it, he has taken the lead back. I'm not sure what happened there. We should have probably come back a bit earlier to see what was going on. But he's come back on. Looks like we may have lost somebody. Brett Want. I'm not sure what happened there, but I missed that one. Have to find out what actually happened to Brett Want later on. It's a bloody shame, he was doing so well. But again, you know, this track, these conditions, speaks for itself really, doesn't it? We've got Footnote just going along quite nicely. Sitting in first place. He's got a 14-second lead on Rocky. I'm not sure what's happened here, but he's really splitting the pack, Footnote. TT going fourth. Ad's coming a very, very respectable third here. He's just behind Rocky by the looks of that. Let's just stick with these two guys for a while and see what's going on here. We've got Stozza right up Adge's Clackarama. What's all happening here? There's nothing in it. There is nothing in it. And look at that Chev. Have a look at that Chev in the rear camera there. He's just showing off his beautiful looking badge. He's not going to try and make a move here though, I'm hoping. It's not much room there. I don't know where he is. He's actually made a bit of a mess of that and he's taken himself out. Very, very tricky place to try anything. Might have been a little bit too hard on the brakes, I guess, maybe. He's let TT through. TT is now he's turned to have a bit of a battle with Adge. Adge is driving that Audi, the Aston Martin, beautifully at the moment. He's just sitting in third spot, should I say. He's got TT to keep him company though, and TT's going to be making sure he's going to be giving Adge all sorts of trouble. He's right there, and wrong move, Adge. It could be curtains, but let's hope that you can see quite a very wide line through that corner there. But you know, again, it's all about getting your braking points right on a wet track. And you have to miss it a couple of inches and you could hang yourself out to dry. This is a great battle. These two are really settling in. Oh, there we go. TT's taking him down on the outside there. Great move there. Adge really couldn't do much about that. Just gave him the room, let him go by. So with that, TT will take over third spot. And Adge will work on his plans to get that spot back. Go down and have a look, see what's going on with Rain of Fire here. It's coming up on Mr. Cobb McCool. And another Aston. Spend a bit of time with Cobb. Got the yellow gloves on, yellow and black gloves on there. Sporting the P&L look. Cobb's very, very informative with us when he's on the stream watching our PS5 races of the T1s. He always gives Bear a bit of a chuckle. And I believe Bear's nickname for Cobb is Loose Unit. Now, I'm not sure what that's all about with Bear, but he tends to call a lot of people Loose Unit, even though he's not here with us tonight. So, later on, guys, just comment down what you think of Bear not being here for tonight. With the race, with the stream. I'd like to see get some comments to see what sort of a sanction Bear should have to follow. But it's a fine. It's got to be some sort of a fine. You just don't leave your duties to have a hot dog. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. Let's get on with the racing. Footner well and truly out in the front. Rocky, 17 seconds off the pace there. I'm not sure what's actually happened for Footner to get such a, unless there must have been some sort of an issue. We have lost a driver though. Who have we lost? We started with 14, we're now down to 13. Just trying to think of who was with us at the start. I can't really remember who. And there goes Rain of Fire again. Just taking over that position from Gaz. Dropping Gaz back down to 8th and Rain of Fire taking 7th. And these two have been having quite the battle. You can see that KTM just squirting out the corner. It's certainly got the mumbo jumbo out the corners, and it is loving the wet. I think we spoke about it before, having a KTM mini series during a pre-season. I think that'd be a great idea. Have a wet race with these little KTMs. So Gaz is really doing all he can to keep up with it. Not too sure how suited the Audi is for this track. The Audi loves to kill you at the best of times. I'm pretty sure Gaz has got his work cut out for him behind the wheel there, over in South Australia. We'll leave that for a while. Let's go and have a look and see if we can find another battle for you to watch. Seems to really have spread out. Looks like we've got somebody that's gone into the pits, which is TT. He'll be taking his stop. And let's see where he comes out, because Rocky's just taking second spot off him. No, TT, Stoza, what have we got here? TT's, I think TT's looking for a bit of an under. Oh, yeah. We've got Stoza in a bit of trouble there. locking a brake. I don't know how much damage you would have got from that, but probably wouldn't have been very nice. Hopefully he hasn't got much damage. So TT has made his stop. There's been 2 pit stops. Oh, we've got an Audi that's not looking very happy over there. Who was that? Oh, I think it was Antmark, was it? Yeah, it looks like he's had a bit of trouble there. Not sure what's happened to him. He's certainly not on the loud pedal, so I'd say he's got quite a bit of damage. I think he'll be coming in to take his pit stop. He's very, very left hand down there. Yeah, she's popped a whack somewhere. Not very happy. Rain of fire. Got Gaz coming down last corner onto the straight. I think these guys will start looking for their pit stops fairly soon now. A couple of guys might go a little bit longer than just try to get a bit of a overcut on someone and get a few laps under their belt before they do come in. We really have many battles to show. Except I'm not sure what's happening down there. Well, here's one for you. Let's have a look at 10th versus 11th. That's TT and Colin. Colin still to take his stop. TT will be looking to get through the field as much as he's cooked it there. He'll be upset with himself there. He braked a little bit too hard, locked up the brakes, and that's all your mother had to say about that. See if we can get back into the groove. Yeah, the track map is suggesting there's gaps around everywhere. So Brett Want sitting in 7th, Gaza. Yeah, not much really happening at the moment. I'd say this last half an hour is all going to be about when you take a pit stop. Try and get some sort of a track advantage on your competitor. Footner's just sort of cruising along there. He looks like he might be up on a back marker. 14 laps. Footner has been completed so far. I believe that may be... Who is that? Is it Stozza? Yes, it is. And Stozza's already completed his lap, so Footner's still to complete his. Coming up on 30, just over 32 minutes left in the race. It's been action-packed. It's been man versus machine on a very wet and soggy Oulton Park. These guys have been driving the wheels off these GT4 cars. Let's go and have a look at let's do a bit of a chase cam, give you guys another view of some of the action. Bloody stupid this is. So that looks like the best view I think we have. We've got a car that's come into the pits as well by the looks of that. Not sure who that is. That may be... That's Rocky. Rocky coming in to take his pit. Footner here. Coming through the first chicane. Let's have a listen to that car. No. That's a great sound. The Footner seems to be travelling along quite nicely. 28 seconds he has over Adge. Oh dear, we have a Porsche that's gone the wrong way off South Botswana there. Who was that? It was Scoopy. Scoopy hasn't had the best of nights so far. His car's got a battle wounds. He hasn't taken his pit yet though. He's just trying to hang out there as long as he can. Still sitting in the top 10. So, you know, he can get a couple of positions if he sticks close to some of these battles, but trouble being, I think the Scoop will be the guys in front of him have already taken their stops, but we also have five other drivers they're yet to pit. I'm thinking it's going to be happening very soon with these guys. We have Rain of Fire who's gone into the pits. Let's see if Gaz follows suit, or he's going to continue on. No, he's going to continue on. Rain of Fire still standing still in the pit, completing his stop. Cobb McCall, he's pretty much only just started his lap, but I'm not sure when these guys will start taking them. It's I mean, Footner could probably take his pit now and get it out the way, and just all things going well, could come out and finish the race off quite comfortably. But, yep, and here we go. So Footner's coming in to take his stop. We have where is Adge? Adge is a lap behind, what it looks at it anyway. So Footner's in a very commanding position here. Cobb McCall. Let's see where Cobb's thinking is. Coming up on this end of this lap, if he's going to take his stop. He's got Gaz pretty close behind him as well, but no, he doesn't. Sorry about that. Yeah, Cobb's coming in. So, now we're going to start seeing, I think, most of the pit stops being taken. And the distance there, we see Footner leaving the pits. He's completed his stop, so he comes out in second spot. But Adge still has to take his pit stop, so he's doing a great job though, Adge. And now the battle will commence. This will be, I think, the real battle for the race. Very interesting to see what happens here. Who else do we have? We have Collins taking his pit stop as well. Colin in the Chevy. He's coming 12th at the moment. I'm still trying to work out who left. I don't remember who it was. We did have 14. Pretty sure we had 14. Cobb's out. Bob's off to rejoin, coming out in 7th spot. He's come right out behind another rowdy. Yes, so it's Cobb is right behind Park. Yeah, Park's coming 12th, but he's getting the blue flags waved. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Oh no, we have a stop go. First stop go for the night for Colin. That's really unfortunate. Must have been speeding in the pits. There's not much room for error with this race. And the stop go, no matter where you are in the leaderboard, could spell curtains. That's a shame for Colin. Hopefully he just keeps driving the race out. 24 minutes left. Brett Want is back to 3rd position now, fairly Footner. I thought Footner had already taken his I thought Footner had already taken his pit stop. Not sure what's happening there. He comes out now in 5th. See where Gazza is. Gazza's taking his pit stop. Not sure what happened to Footner there. I believe I missed anything, but I thought he came in a lap or two ago. We'll soon see what happens with the play out with this. So 23 minutes left. It's all going to come down to driver control on this track. It's been a wet race from start to finish. Unfortunately, I cannot give any information as to what the championship looks like at the moment. So you guys are going to have to do some of your own research, unfortunately, to find out where you are after the points have been tallied up. Research. TT is coming up on Rocky here. This could be a battle worth watching for a couple of laps. This is foot track position. Rocky in 3rd, TT in 4th. Having to brake very, very early for that. Oh, Rocky, I don't think he's got his brake marker right there. He's let TT close right up on him now. Rocky's Chev seems to be looking a little bit loose there. It's looking like it's very happy. And TT has just come along down the outside of Rocky there and taken over third position. Good move by TT. And Rocky's car is looking a little bit, I don't know if there's any damage or she's looking quite loose those last few corners there. Looks like he's having to sort of nurse it around a little bit. I'm sure he'll let us know what if there was a problem. Oh, we have another stop go. Oh, it's for Adge. And at the worst time possible. You know, he's coming second. It's obviously another pit lane, speed in the pit lane. That's a shame. That's that could have destroyed any hopes for Adge getting a podium tonight. He was looking good. He had the goods. But again, it's the you know, a lot of these races are won and lost in the pits, and I'm not just talking about taking your pit stops. I'm talking about pit lane penalties. And it looks like it's got itself another scalp tonight, unfortunately. But he is hoping he comes in early to take care of that. I'm sure it's going to help him, but my thinking would be if that happened to me, I'd want to get in there and take care of it as quickly as possible. At least have some time to try to chase down a few competitors, but you know, who knows what's going through Adge's mind right now. He wouldn't be happy. Oh, yep, he's sort of lost a bit of focus there. Let's see what he does here. Continue on, or if he's going to come in and yeah, he's going to come in. A good smart move there, Adge. Come in, take care of it, and whatever you do, don't speed out the pits when you're leaving, mate, because yeah, that's the last thing you want him to happen to you. Who's that behind you? That looks like it's Scoopy here. Scoopy's cruising along. He's in the top 10. His little Porsche. Oh, we've got a bit of fiddly diddly up the front there in that Chevy. Didn't look very happy at all. Have a listen to that Porsche though. That Porsche, that's a great note. Oh, it's not liking it through that first chicane all though. Oh, here you have looks like that's a Brett Watt coming past. No, who was that? Who was that in that other black Chevy there? How many black Chevys do we have? So we've got Brett Want. He's taken over the number one position. Very interesting to see what's going to happen in these last 17 minutes, because we have Brett Want sitting first, TT second, Rocky third, Rocky three, Mr. T. Rain of Fire coming down pit straight now. He's 20 seconds off the pace. Some mumbo jumbo to do. Where's Footner? So Footner is one off, one back here of Rain of Fire. Big Chevy will be monstering, trying to catch that little nimble KTM. This footman goes through the big sweeping right up to the first chicane. Let's just stick to see with what Footner can do. I'm trying to reel in that KTM. That rod seems to be doing things quite comfortably at the moment, or as comfortably as he can be. He's got TT in behind him, about 15 seconds behind by the looks of that. Rocky sitting in third behind TT. Rain of Fire in fourth. Putting the fifth. Now here we go. This is where things can start to heat up a bit. I think he's taking a bit of time off Rain of Fire. Wouldn't be much, but the gap is a little bit more visible now. But as I say that, commentator's curse. Just a little bit deep there, coming into second last turn. So he'll have to regather himself now and try and put forward some good laps. See if he can make some sort of a road on Rain of Fire. Alright, so we have Gaz who's in the pits. I think these guys may have bitten the cherry and said enough's enough for tonight. So we have three drivers in the pits. We've got Ant, we have Gaz, and we have Ant Lloyd. So Mark, I'm going to have to come up with some names for you guys because I'm let's go back to the action here. Let's have a look at this little termite biter KTM. Oh, quite a bit of curb with him there. A bit of slow down there, or did you get a track warning, should I say? A lot of curb. As we speak, the big green machine of Footner coming through those same set of chicanes, and he's on his way. Let's see if he rectifies his braking mark on this corner coming up. That got him into a bit of trouble last time. So he's right by. Well, oh dear. It didn't look good for both drivers there. I'm not going to make any comments as such. We have another shev into the fence on the side there, but I'm not sure if that was I'm not sure if it was a blue flag, but you know, I'm not going to make too many comments about that sort of thing. I'll leave that up to the boys who take care of that sort of thing. It's unfortunate though, because Oulton was on the move, and what do we have here? TT. Now Brett want sort of come and get me, guys, because we have coming up on 10 minutes left, and he seems to be in control of everything that he has to be in control of. He's setting good lap times, good lines. Also, just wanted to add here, Brett Want took out the championship for P&L in the T2 last Tuesday night. So, from the Exorcist to the Brett Want, congratulations, mate. You had a great season. You certainly had the pace, that's for sure. Had a great season, he did. So, yeah, congrats to Brett. Congrats, mate. Right, so, we have an Audi that's doing some exploratory adventures. Not sure who that was in the blue Audi. What's all happening here? Looks like Gaz has come back out. Gaz is just going to come out and throw a few laps together. Now, this makes things interesting. We've got Footner just up in front in 5th, and Stozza in 6th, right behind him. This could be, keep a little bit more tight through there. Oh, yeah, who do we have here? We have Cobb coming to say hello as well. He's come in to say how diddly do. Don't mind, I'll come through. Now, Cobb. Cobb's been running a good race. He's been there and thereabouts. Haven't really spent a lot of time with Cobb. He's certainly he's got that Aston singing along nicely, thank you very much. A big Chevy right up his Kalakaraka. We've got TT, who's 15 seconds behind Brett Want. Doesn't look like there's going to be much of a change there at this particular time. Rocky sitting 4th. He's got Rain of Fire in front of him, but the rain seems to be pushing on. Footner may have Rocky in his sights. This could be an interesting last few laps. These two guys trade off, but looks like he caught up a little bit to Rocky there. We did talk about Rocky's car before. It looked a little bit loose through certain sections. seems to be taking it quite easy through there. Conditions don't really suit, but certainly seems to have made up quite a bit of ground. Very, very close here. I'm guessing both drivers will be doing everything they can to stay in front of each other, and Rocky just had to a bit too wide there coming into that turn, allowing Footner just to come through on the outside. Although there we go. Oh, Cobb's had a spin. Oh dear. Coming onto the straight. He'll be dirty on himself there. He was quite pacey, Cobb. You'll find his guys battle to have a look-see at. Rocky and Footner. Run a fire. Not too far up the road. So we're going to be having a bit of a tussle here for third and fourth. TT and Brett Want seem to be on their way. They're a bit too far up the road now, I'd say. Footner, he'll be doing everything he can to try to catch up to the little meerkat here, the KTM. Rocky's still trying to do his best to tame the black beast. We're coming up on the blue flag here. Well done, well done. Moved over, let Rocky through. So these last few laps, I think going to play out a big part to see who takes out third and fourth. I think that's the battle at the moment. Footner and Rate of Fire. But although Rocky isn't that far off Footner either, so anything can happen. And then we also have Stozza. Stozza isn't far behind Rocky at all. So the first 3, 4, 5 and 6 not in quite an intense little battle here, because the slightest mistake, and there we saw it. That's a shame. That's really bad luck for Stoz, mate. You were on your way there, having a good battle with Rocky. It's a cruel pastime we have here, racing cars around circuits. Pretty much on a winner, and then all of a sudden picking yourself out of the gutter. It can go wrong for you so quickly. Well, the guys have been doing a great job. It's been a wet race from start to finish, on a tough track at the best of times. So guys, just hold your heads up high, because you've all done extremely well. Not just the guys at the front, but that goes throughout the entire field that has turned up tonight and tried to put on a show. You've all done exceptionally well. No matter where you finish, guys, you've battled, and that's what it's about. You get out there, you battle, you give it a good shake. So with a minute 20 left in the race. We have Brett Want out in front, doing it comfortably. He just picked up where he left off the PS5 Championship. Well, they had a few beers after winning the T2 Championship, and now it looks like he's on his way to tasting some more sweet success at the end of this race. Okay, here we go. We're going to stay on with Brett Want. Just see him complete this final lap. Another brilliant bit of driving from Brett. But you know, you can't take your foot off it. You can't say I've done it and I'm home and hosed. This could be interesting. Everyone's coming up on looks like Edge. I don't think it'll cause any concerns for Brett. Only a couple of corners to go. But again, great race by Brett Want. He's going to come home and take the checkered flag. Well deserved. Great race. Everything panned out nicely for him. I think he had a bit of trouble in the early stages of the race. But anyway, there we go. Brett Want. Take a bow, son. You've taken the cherries home. We're going to look at the next guys across the line, which is TT. TT has some great pace. All throughout the race. A couple of little issues he had, but everyone would have had issues on this track tonight. And here comes the little Mosquito, a little KTM powered by Rain of Fire. He's going to come along and he's going to be taking a very respectable third place in the KTM, a car that no one else really gave a go. And there we go. Well done to Rain of Fire in a very nice third position, and Footner coming home to take fourth place. Not sure what happened there in that middle section. We've got Rocky coming through now. He'll be taking fifth. And Rocky battled hard the whole race. That's mate. Cobb, here he comes, the Cobb Meister. He'll be coming over the line to take a very respectable sixth place. Cobb. Hold on. Stozza coming home to take seventh spot. Obviously they were pretty close, those two. Maybe we should look at those two coming around together. But Edge coming around, he'll be taking eighth. Well done, Edge. In the top 10, mate. Well done. And that's the end of that incident. So, just wrapping up. Brett Want, TT, Rain of Fire, Footner, Rocky, Cole, Stozza, Edge, Scoop, and Colin round up the top 10. So congratulations to them guys. And in 11th we had Lloyd, 12th Gaz, 13th Ant Bark, and Ice in the Veins. He was the one who Yes, he was the one who retired early. But anyway, guys, that was a great race. Everyone done the best they could in conditions that weren't to a standard of well, thank you everybody for another great night of racing. Hopefully you all enjoy it when you watch the stream later. And this is the Exorcist signing off for tonight, and we will see you guys next week. I'm not sure where we are, but we will see you next week for the continuation of round 3 GT4 Race on Oz.